Still 30 minutes? Hi there, my name is Bruce Chen, a Year 10 student at Christ College. I, like 300,000 NZ high schoolers, go to school every day. I also like to solve problems. The project I'm showing you today is a clock to keep track of all your classes. This is an app which quickly tells both students and teachers how much time there is until the end of class. It is inserted onto the front page of our school portal. There wasn't anything that I could find like this online. This used to be a feature on a school portal, but it was an ancient system, which meant that it was deleted last year. Many people, including a lot of my teachers and friends, sorely missed this feature, and they challenged me to fix this.
With your clock, it helped by, I suppose, restoring something that students had missed. We don't run school bells here, and so being able to have a concise time that everybody could focus on. Watches and other bits and pieces may well have different times. They're not necessarily clocks in the classroom, so having something on that front page was important.
This is what our school portal will look like before installing my plugin. And this is what it looks like after installing. As you can see, there is now a Chrome extension up here, and there is now a clock displayed on the side that tells you how long there is until class finishes, or how long there is until next class starts. You can customize it by going here, and you can change the color to, let's say, light pink, or any color. And the font automatically changes to be dark, so it's more readable. You can also change it to display seconds and display a progress bar. Seconds and a progress bar. Well, you might wonder, how do we change and set up the schedule? How does the website know when the class finishes and starts? Well, it's all done from a calendar, a Google Calendar, when all the periods are set up. They are all recurring and they happen every week. So it's automatically set up, but it's very easy, let's say, to change, to remove period 1 today. Just this time, and it'll continue for the rest. It will automatically update to the clock. It will also support having multiple events at the same time. Let's say it's an NC exam from 12 to 1:30. And now, if you go over to the page and reload, there will be 2 things going on at the same time. You can have as many events at the same time as you wish. After I created this application, I soon became famous around the school, and many of the teachers and students installed it. It was shouted out in assembly, and soon the number of users skyrocketed to about 550 today. To develop this program, I had to go back and ask for feedback from my stakeholders for continuous improvement. This included students and teachers. So all the customization you've seen is from feedback, including the background color. At the beginning, I firstly addressed what problems my application had to deal with. So it needed to deal with complicated routines, such as when seniors are on exam whilst juniors are still at school. It had to be easy to use, from young students to old teachers, and it had to be good performance-wise. Otherwise, it will crash the web browser. It's easy to modify, so that all the scheduling is easy to be able to control and changed. I used a number of different technologies to create it. It was essentially a website. I had to use something to serve the user to the web page. To set up a server, I used Node.js and Express.js framework. I chose Node.js because it was modern and was good for performance. Once the web page is sent to the user, there needs to be more code in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. On the server side with Node.js, I had to fetch the latest events from Google Calendar, which is where I or a teacher at my school can easily update the events. So along with the latest 10 events or so, the information is rendered into an HTML file and sent up to the client. On the client side, JavaScript passes the events and displays the necessary information. I used a library called Moment.js to make my life easier when working with timings and dates. And finally, everything is inserted onto the homepage of the school portal through the Chrome extension, which can be found on the Chrome Web Store. It is capable of running multiple events at the same time, but it was very hard for me to figure out how to implement that. It took me an entire weekend. To implement the customization, I had to learn about something called local storage, and that took some time.